Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right? And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together. Thank you. Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right? And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together. Thank you. Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right? And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together. Thank you. Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right? And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together. Thank you. Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right? And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together. Thank you. Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right? And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together. Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is Tressy and this is the Trek. All right, so we've got a box office hit tonight. All right, are you ready for this? All right, but before we get to it, I have something to tell you. So God spoke to me and I've got something very important to tell you. It was a revelation to me. All right. All right. So, hey, Jay, where are you?
Tressy! What's going on?
That was a beautiful video.
Oh,
Man, I bet you people were teary-eyed.
yeah. It was really nice. Yep.
So beautiful.
So cool. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. I'm doing good.
Wow, that's a nice necklace. What is that?
That is a dandelion puff. I'm known for my dandelion story.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably a calm.
Yes, it is.
Maybe.
I should write a song.
Wow.
About
good. About dandelions?
Mr. Dandelion.
Where art thou? Where are you?
Yeah, Mr. Dandelion.
Yep.
Tressy's waiting for you to call. All right. All right. All
Hello?
righty then.
Hello?
All right. So all the Phil Anons, the Phil decoders, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's correct.
They're a sharp bunch, I'm telling you what.
Hmm. Yes, they are. They're on it.
Okay. All right then. So this is going to be an eye opener, a mind blower tonight. And I'm going to start it off. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So you will need an oil. You're going to have to get out of the matrix in order to get through this whole thing.
That's right. Or a nice strong water.
Oh yeah, what's in that water?
Just water.
Just water.
Just water.
Like not the matrix kind, but
no, good water.
Actual water.
Yes, real water. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. So thank you, Jay.
All right.
Sergeant Captain. I promoted you to captain.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Captain Jay, because that's truly what you are in the real world.
Yeah, I know.
My first night.
All right.
All right. All right. See you later.
See you later.
Bye. All right. Now, tonight, I know everybody's like, what is she going to say? What? I'm not going to tell you what I think. Yay or nay. No. God said, let them decide for themselves. All right. So I feel like I did this the best way I could possibly do because I prayed so much about it. And this is the way God showed me to do it. So what we're going to do is Jay and I interviewed Pascal Najadi this morning. He calls himself Jack. All right. So we interviewed him this morning. And then we took excerpts so it would not divide the tribe. We took the excerpts that are absolutely beautiful, good, informative. You already know what he said on the other shows. You already know. So there is no way that I'm going to cause division in our tribe, because that's not my job to confront. It's not my job to even make people think outside the box as far as controversy, or there's a word I'm trying to think of, challenge. It's not my job to challenge. My job is to comfort, to encourage, to support, and to impart peace where I can. That's my job. So that's why I did it this way. And I think you'll be very pleased when we get through it. All right. So that's not to say I'm doing any kind of endorsement or not endorsing at all. I'm not doing either. All right. But there is valuable information in here that is from the White Hats. All right. So may I suggest you inhale an oil at this point. All right. Put some on your hands. Deep breath. And if you don't have one, imagine your favorite scent. What is it? Honeysuckle? Rose? What is it? Imagine it right now. Because when you do, you open up the limbic part of the brain, which is the seat of the emotions, and you open up almost like a portal to hearing the voice of God. Okay? All right. Now, may I take you out of the storm? Because I know there's a storm raging all around you. Darkness, confusion, weariness all around you. It's like swarming, swirling all around. And it's so noisy and uncomfortable. May I take you out and into the eye of the storm right now. All you have to do is close your eyes, because the eyes deceive you. The eyes tell you things that are in the matrix. But if you close your eyes, you can picture the eye of the storm. What does it feel like inside there? It's quiet. It's quiet. And all around, it's still swirling, but not where you are. You're like in a bubble. It's Psalm 91. It's in the presence of God. And in that presence, in that quiet, you can actually hear his voice and have comfort and know what the truth is. Feel it. You can learn to discern with your heart and your spirit instead of your human reasoning, your logic, your matrix mind. Because there is no way to discern with this anymore. It's not possible anymore. So let's go into this place and inhale the sweet peace, the power of peace can bring stability to you, can bring you to a place of feeling stable and grounded. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Doesn't it feel good? It feels like a hug from God. He was always there, but you couldn't see him or hear him out there in the chaos. You can pull yourself away and into this realm at any time. Anytime it gets too loud, scary, confusing, controversial. A righteous judgment, what is that? That's when you just don't have an opinion and you come to God and you say, what do you say? That's a righteous judgment. And as you're in there, I want you to look down in your imagination, look down at your feet. What do you see? Maybe you see dirty, dusty, stinky running shoes. Maybe they have holes in them. Maybe you can't wait to take them off because your feet hurt from this war. Now I want you to look down again. Look under your dirty, dusty shoes. What do you see? What are you standing on? Look in the spirit realm, not with your this mind, but with your holy imagination. Look at what you're standing on. Sometimes you can focus so much on the hardness of the way, the difficulty of the journey, that you don't see where you're at in the journey. What are you standing on? Can I give you a hint? It's white and it's long. And it kind of looks like a finish line. That siren is for the cabal. Ignore that. See, that's what's on the outside. But you're not out there, are you? No, you're inside the eye of the storm where you can see the truth. And that white line is literal. All right. Now let's talk about what's out there that we don't understand. We've been told to take nothing at face value, right? Because it might be a test. It might be a calm. It might be a message. It might be a parable. Maybe it's a symbol. Maybe it's disinformation. Have the people that you follow given you disinformation even though you still trust them? But they did it because they had to for a reason. Okay, so you have to figure all of this in there, right? What if it's a PSYOP, psychological operation, for the purpose of deprogramming? So what we have been through never happens again. It could be all of the above. It could be one or more. We don't know. But one thing we do know, nothing is ever as it appears to be. Yet everything has meaning. Everything. No coincidences. Nothing can be taken at face value. So how can you make a righteous judgment? Especially if you are taking it at face value. It's not possible. And remember a week or so, or a trek or so ago, I said, can you accept that you don't understand and it's okay? You don't have to understand and it's okay. But don't miss the message in the midst of the noise that you don't like or that you don't believe or that you don't understand. There are messages in the madness. Now I'm going to tell you something that God told me this week. Never thought about it. Never understood this. I have watched The Matrix at least 50 times, if not more. And I almost have it memorized, but I didn't see this part. So if you grew up Christian in the church, you see the 666, and actually the world pretty much sees 666 as Satan, right? But it is actually the number of man. And that never made sense to me until this week. And suddenly I had a revelation, aha moment, light came into me, and I understood it. 666 is the number of human. All right. So in the matrix, the principalities, the agents, those are principalities and powers, and wickedness in high places who were trying to kill Neo. Neo is like a sign, a symbol of the firstborn of many who would come into the real world and find their superhumanness because they are the offspring of God, right? But the cabal kept trying to bring Neo back down to humanness by calling him Mr. Anderson. That would be his matrix name. And it's so common, right? It's so ordinary. That was a symbol. I never saw it. They wanted him to believe. They did everything they could to make him believe he was human own. And then even once when he started to believe, he was beginning to believe in who God made him to be, the principality came to him with a gun to the head and said, only human. But he didn't get killed. That wasn't his, they weren't going to be able to take him out. He was invincible because he's the offspring of God. We are not only human. And even in the vaccine, why is the patent 666? Why does it show up in our bodies as 666? Because they were trying one last attempt to change our DNA from the offspring of God to human, the number of man. Do you get it? Do you see it? We are the offspring of God. We are not only human. We are a new creation. And we have another chance to live like the offspring of God would. What does that look like? No limits, no boundaries. There is no impossible in our future. Eternal life is in our future. That blew me away. We are headed back to, we came from God, okay? And we are headed back to 777. We got messed up. And you know what 777 says? It is interpreted in gematria? Protect your DNA. Isn't that interesting? Oh, it's going to be good. When he finally realized who he was, he knew he was invincible, and he just said no to evil. No, you can't take me out. No, I am not in poverty. I don't live in poverty because my Father has everything. And he said I could take it out of the storehouse. He said I could. I can download anything I need just by meditating on it, thinking about it. You can manifest it because you are the offspring of God. All right. Does that make you happy? Does that give you joy in realizing what is on the other side for you? It is going to be a whole new world of wonder. Not just what they have prepared for us and what is being given to us, but the realization of what is inside of us that is about to be set free. All right? The more you let it all go, what I was taught by God is that some of the rules of the real world, the kingdom of God, it's love is the only law. But the mode of living is give up, let go. Do you ever notice the harder you try at something, the worse it gets? But if you let go and let life be a dance of life, then it just happens naturally. It happens beautifully and optimally. Okay, when I learned that, my entire life changed. I was an uptight person, stressed, and all of that. But as soon as I realized love was the only law, I didn't have to fulfill anything. Nothing was expected of me. It is not about performance. Getting into the fifth dimension is not about performance. It's about letting go. The real world is about freedom and liberty and being a child. It's not about performance. You don't have to try hard to get into the fifth dimension. You just have to be and believe. I hope you're beginning to believe who you are. All right. So come on back, Jay, and let's get on with the show.
I gotta wipe the tears off my eyes there. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the party next door and the Matrix sirens, that is a prophetic sign, by the way. That is it. That is happening right now and has been happening.
Yeah.
All along, but a lot in the last couple of days. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to bring up this video and make sure I pause it when she comes
It's
up.
happening now in Switzerland.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. We're ready. The video is up there, ready to go. All right, everybody sit back, relax, have an open mind. And Tressy, just let me know when you want to stop it and pause it, and we can talk about stuff. So, all right, love you guys.
So what's happening now in Switzerland is the prelude, because when the Swiss flag falls symbolically, because it's all United States territory already as we speak, logic. They run, the Swiss territory or any territory around Earth is run by the United States military and the partner forces, regular, irregular. In this case, the Swiss military is under our command and control. As a partner, we call them partners. They had not much choice, right? And there's bad guys in there too, they're gone. But there's some good officers, my comrades, and they're doing a fine job. All the military people, by the way, they went through the worst, most gruesome. Yeah. Which branch were you, sir?
Army. Mm-hmm.
Tough.
Yeah. Yes. Tough. 4 times with the ISIS and with the yeah. It's hard to realize that you realize that all your service was a lie, and there was
These
certain
Satanists have abused good soldiers and women.
Yeah.
Man. And
Lost
you had to
some good friends
against ISIS, which was financed by Obama and Clinton.
Yep, McCain. Yep.
Yeah. Newland, all these fucks.
With the Italian special forces.
Yeah, I worked with the Italian special forces when I got out as a contractor. I worked over there for another 6 years working with the special forces.
Help me the name, Monte in Pisa. What are they called?
I know. Yeah, I know he brought me a big old chunk of Parmesan cheese. It was like awesome from Italy, and they like to drink. So
we supplied. I helped supply we did the interceptor boats, a few mission boats with my Italian colleague. He died unfortunately. Our mission boats were the best, and I have we tested the 41-footer twin turbo diesel mission boat with them. What were they called? Monte. Pisa. Anyway, so you saw the ugliness of war, right?
Yeah, 5 times. Yes, sir.
But you're okay.
I mean, I'm alive. I'm still working through things.
Nobody took care of you financially, right? No job, nothing.
No. Nobody's. They still messing with the veterans.
You'll be rich, all of you. You know the Vatican is obliterated.
Yes.
Your birth certificate has millions on the account. That's what you will get, cash.
Right.
Bang. You'll never have to work anymore. And we're putting the prices back to 1950. So a cool Corvette, the new Corvette's great. American. The new Corvette, which is a Ferrari killer, you get it then maybe for $6,000, a new car with 2 years warranty. Petrol costs 10 cents or 5 cents a liter. Yeah.
That's the way it
Nice
should have
life
been.
ahead of you.
The way it should
No
have been.
speed cameras. Speed cameras are unconstitutional.
That's right.
I mean, you shouldn't drive too fast, but 50 miles from New York State to freaking Las Vegas, like 50 miles.
All right, you want to pause it or you want to keep going? Okay.
Keep going.
When I was president, the 35th, I said it many times. We don't tolerate secret societies. We the people, we don't have secrets in front of the people. From the people, we don't. Military secrets, yes, defense of Earth now, because our enemy came and lurks in space. We have to take that serious. But everything else, if we have no politics, no newspapers anymore, we don't need them. You get the quantum phone, whatever happens, you get it for free, unfiltered. And you have to make up your opinion. Why do I need a journalist to make an opinion for me? And I pay for it to be skewed? No. Anyway, ether was taught in the times of Tartaria, in the times of the world that we never learned about, which is not so old, right? We're talking the 1800s. I heard a few days ago that we had internet then. We had aircraft then. We had electric cars, which are stupid, but we had them because they were Tesla driven. I mean, no battery. Then it's not, I don't like it. I like an engine noise, but you know, it's fine. Ether is the fifth element. Yeah. And it was taught in school. I'm not sure about the exact date, but in 1860s, they just canceled it. And they go back to they went downgraded it to 4 elements around in our universe, 4, which is a lie. The fifth element is maybe the most important. It's the soul. It's the energy bridge, and you can measure that between your cells. There's a very fine energy bridge, like a passerelle, like a small bridge, okay? And that's energy, that's the soul. God never punishes you for anything. In fact, God loves you abundantly and is in you. God will never say no, never, ever. Can't. Only yes. And ether, we don't discover it anymore. It is in you. If you're human, that's the question. If you're human, divine human species, then you have it. Divine animals, horses, bats, cats, dogs, ether. We have it all over the place. That's the real superpower. Love. Nothing can beat it. Love is unbeatable in the whole universe. Then people say it's impossible. That's then impossible, huh? Really? JFK, to be reincarnated, God's work, it's impossible. No, it's I''M, I'm possible. Delete the word impossible, please, guys. You too, and your families. Tell them, ordered by Pascal or Jack. Jack now. Pascal is still here, but I have agreed with myself as a factor of unity and peace to manifest. And there's no fighting between the two souls. They join forces. But JFK is much more famous than the good young Pascal from Switzerland. And we have to capitalize on it for peace. Because what the soul, has started is the liberation of humanity. And we don't stop here. See, if we stop here, no more infiltration. And that's why the Space Force you can apply is for any and everybody that is young and curious. We want curious people. Curious. No kid is stupid. Because God gave you the knowledge of the universe. You know everything is in you. The light, I cannot access it yet myself, but there will come a time very soon in 2-3 years where you are conditioned with the frequencies you can then, you have a problem like the car breaks down, you see it all. You still can call a mechanic if you don't want oil on your fingers, it's fine. But you will know to solve any challenge. The problems don't exist anymore. For that reason, schools are up, we will remove them. No kindergartens, no need. No schools, no universities.
Okay.
Ether is pure energy. It's called love. It's the soul of God. Before you speak comes the thought, and it doesn't come from the brain. The brain is a great calculator. It's fantastic, super smart, and I mean, not smart, it's fast. But ether is the stuff that you feel, and by the way, the intelligence is emotional, and emotions are very important. We humans have emotions, and they called you emotional, you're too emotional, right? This is the Kabbalah, you're too emotional. This guy in the office is too emotional, not fit for promotion, too emotional. Emotion is energy. And if you have emotions, think of a pond, flat water, like a mirror. Take a small stone, you throw it, ripple. Then you say, I like this. Like we were kids, oh, like bigger stone, and bigger stone, as big as we can, until the frequency of the whole pond starts to, after half an hour, starts to really go all over the place. This is pure energy. And our energy field in the resting state, when you go into a cocktail party, a cool cocktail party, you're 9 meters around you, you're influencing positively with your emotions, because you'll be happy. Now, of course, if you're sad, yes, you were taking other people also into the vortex, but we'll be happy people. And sometimes maybe you're not so happy because you didn't sleep well, who cares? But you're not going to be depressed anymore. Think in the now. We are in the now. Time and space was faked for us by Einstein and this the wheelchair going pedophile satanist who didn't know how to calculate 9 plus 9. He wrote 600 books, right? People don't think, right? No. So ether is love, soul, energy, pure energy. And we are electromagnetic beings, light, electrons. And we're meant to be free. Now we're free. God gave you freedom, and President Trump has finished the war that I started. And the brave men and women, we should pay tribute to them, because this goes back a long time, 60 years plus, and the war was underground. And so, no, it's maybe not to talk about it, it's maybe classified, but 10,000 plus minus underground bases. It's 19 hours. Financed by your tax dollars.
Yeah, we paid for that.
Bases. Oh, okay. So we're going back to ultimate liberty and freedom, and that's not the magic. That's what you have, that you're promised by God, and that's what you will get. And tribute to President Trump, because the man has sacrificed decades. He was a time traveler, going forth, looking back, checking, changing, forth, out of Cheyenne. Yeah, not a villa on a golf course. He could be on a golf course. He could be on a yacht, a big one. At 77, doing all these stages to unite the people. Wow. Good family too, by the way. You need kids to support you and a wife that is strong, because daddy was not there. This is all a weapon, part of the war. Mar-a-Lago is like a weapon. You could invite enemies and you tell Xi, hey, if you don't sign this, we're gonna take you out tomorrow. You know, Mar-a-Lago was a platform of peace and war, and a trap for many politicians came there, congressmen, and, you know. Stratagem was used. It's a Greek word, general to lead. In English, a ruse. militarily speaking, a stratagem. There's a game, I think, a board game that you can buy, I think, old one. It's trickery. And Sun Tzu said it. And Sun Tzu is not so difficult to understand, but General Flynn, my comrade, he got a master's degree in Sun Tzu, the art of war. What a hero he is, Flynn. Great guy. When the enemy, when you know, when the enemy thinks that you are near, you're far, and vice versa. And when you're not many men, you make noise like Rommel did that in Africa. He had not enough tanks. He took lorries with aircraft propellers and went through the sand, and the enemy said, "Oh, freak, this Rommel is coming with 5 divisions, maybe 10 tanks."
That's awesome.
And as President Trump said, and he is great communicator, he said, "We will not tell you when we attack, but attack we will."
Mhm.
And that's why we told you, or they told you, tomorrow EBS, tomorrow EBS, tomorrow EBS for 3 years, tomorrow EBS. And people say, you know what, get lost. And then, well, now the Swiss media are going crazy right now as we speak. Yeah, and Twitter, read the Twitter message. It says, Millstorm is rising today. Yeah. Tomorrow is God's number 9. Ascension Day, 9th of May. My lovely friend JFK joined me and we became family. Yeah. And people say, "Oh, it's crazy." No, it's not crazy. Get over it. Just call me Jack. It's fine. So go away from this hero thinking. I like all our heroes. I said it on these films. All, we all, you all are heroes, because what we went through, it was hell. Literally on earth, it was hell. Yeah. I now can say it because we know that it's gone, but it's not visible yet. It's not, well, it's complicated. It's not communicated yet officially. No, the medbeds, they exist. That's a statement that is important for you to know.
Right.
Every divine human being, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, your pet or horse or cat, because they want to stay with you also. You love a pet. I mean, a cat. We have a cat. We have an American Maine Coon. Divine humanity will be fixed. Many people are ill from the injections or other illnesses. That will be reversed. And then you are actually, I can reveal that you're ready now. Are you a bit tired sometimes through the day since a few months, since April?
Since the human
Yeah.
resonance is off the
Since
chart.
Yeah, you're changing now your body structure.
Yep.
Goes from the carbon structure to crystalline.
Crystalline. Yep.
The 6 elements, the 666, that was Satan, is shifted to 777. And that makes you immortal. And then you can ski like a champion. You follow it, don't break the leg anymore. You can go. Don't jump from the 4th floor. Don't do these things. But you can do a lot of activity without having to break a leg or an arm. So that's why you're a bit tired now. When you're knackered a bit, allow yourself to sleep. Lie down immediately. You need that. Only if it's 20 minutes, an hour, it doesn't matter. It's good. It means the body says, "Hey, dude, I need to lie down." And it's not wrong. It's not a shame also for men to say, "You know what, I'm tired. I need to lie at 3 in the afternoon or at 11 in the morning." At the moment, we don't have to work anymore. I mean, you go to work as we speak now. Yes. But soon you will see what will happen. But the medbeds get rolled out by the military, and any private company that promises that and charges money or any links, report them to the Military Justice Department. The hotline you find at the Air Force website, Inspector General. There's a hotline email. And at this occasion, I also say, anybody who offers you links on tokens, Cesara, Nazara, fraudsters, scammers,
Right.
don't bother. Just leave the chat rooms. Just leave the channels. Report it on Telegram. Just say, report them. That's fine. Then they take care of that. And all these stupid people who are doing that now, listen carefully. We got you all. The Space Force, tracks, online monitors right now, real time. We have the power, we have that. Everything you type into a social media comment, and if it's criminal or defamatory, you're facing military justice, and you're dealing with the military courts, and that's not to be confused with the corrupt judiciary that is already obliterated. That you needed the lawyer. The lawyers were part of the system. The judges and the lawyers, right? They made the system. They imprisoned you in a cash flow machine. You were paying both ways: the court fees, the lawyers' fees, the other party, etc. Most people got out ruined for defending their rights. Right? You take a lawyer to defend your rights. Criminal. So yeah, that's the Medved question. And no one, again, the military gives you everything for free. Yeah. And that includes also the Q phone, which is rumored. Yes, you get one. It's cool. I've never seen one, but apparently it's really super cool because you don't charge it anymore. Your houses will be free of charge, universal energy. Electric power is for free. God gave it to you. So your phone is always charged. Your laptop is always charged. No worries. And you get a laptop, a quantum laptop. Wow. That machine is really super fast. And you get all that for free. That's why we had a bit of semiconductor shortage in the last years in Europe and in America, because we needed them to produce billions of units to be given to humanity. And with that, you have everything in one hand. The news, your life emergency, your phone, your apps, they will not change much, but the system behind it is quantum. So the internet, the way you know it, I mean, behind the keyboard is going to be different, but the utilization for you, don't worry, you don't have to say, oh, a new system. No. Of course, this war thinks first about your well-being as a result, right? Our well-being, that's the first mission. Not destruction, and not renewal. Hard reset, new. This is 3 letters. You cannot make new out of renewal. Bollocks. New means new. The good guys. God's army. Join forces with humanity, also God's army, right? Patriots. To defend, that's the war, and now protect. And without the Galactic Federation, we would have probably not succeeded, because they warned us, Eisenhower times, but didn't have the guts to pull it through. I told him to remove the banks. He said, I can't do that. The people, the dollar. But Kennedy, okay, that's what we do. Catch up. Jack, is that okay? Yeah. Dallas. And then, whoop.
Yeah.
Long story short, cool. We talk easy about this, but it was gruesome. And don't forget the children, the Kennedy kids, John, Patrick, who didn't die, thank God. Caroline, not having a father, used to go on the sailing boat, money to take the family out on Honey Fitz. Family time is important. That's why I make a plea here. The women are the most important in our society. Mothers. All of the religions put the woman down and put the men on a pedestal. This has nothing to do with feminism. Nothing to do with that. The contrary. But Mama brings us to Earth, into this life, with God's help. And of course, the men do their job, of course. The women are the most important. And I always go with this example about the lions, the lioness. I never was on safari because it just didn't turn me on to look at animals and photograph them. It's like, imagine they would photograph us in the garden playing, no. let them be. It's their domain, right? Animals are animals. I mean, it's also a wrong word, animal. They're divine beings, but they have their own territory. And we must respect them like they respect us too. They don't come and kill us. They don't. They don't. But if we put them in a corner, a lion, it's not a good idea. So lioness does all the work. Raise the kids, well, give birth, raise the kids, feed the kids, hunt for the family, defend the family. Look at the old movies. Some of them are quite good, those animal movies. You don't want to mess with a lioness in the, oh, she's faster. She's lighter, she's faster.
She's smarter.
Yeah, and the dude says, okay, you go, honey. Like,
She's smarter. Yep, she's very smart. They are
yeah,
smart.
they're alert.
Mm-hmm.
And when push comes to shove in a family, look at we had crisis. My father got assassinated, and Heidi, my mother, she composed herself, you know, and she took control. That the instinct kicks in. Okay, we're in a crisis now. We have no money, and we have to eat pizza for 2 years. Fine, but the mothers are dealing with it, and they carry the family. Often they are the ones who carry the whole thing through the crisis. I don't say men are not. Don't get me wrong. This is not, again, this is not about, no, it's complementary, right? And that's why I say men don't have to go for the men's evenings. That's so stupid. My wife, Isabel, and I, we do everything together. Not because we have to. We just like to share. And time together is great. It's just fantastic. If I work, I want sometimes quiet. I work alone at 3 o'clock for you guys at night at 3. She goes, because it's the way it is. But women, I go back to the mother, are the most important element in our society. And if we fail again on that one, we will not fail, don't worry. But that was the downfall. Make it blunt, that was the downfall. It's a happy discussion we have here. I know that. I feel the vibrations with you guys. Although we're 7,800 kilometers apart right now. We are together. Remember, this is the unity. And I said it in this, when I speak from the cockpit, like, we are now one. Imagine what we can do together. Really one, not through an MBA program, PowerPoint, this bull. No. You help the neighbor. You care. You see, you help each other. And sometimes you don't need to be a hero. Nobody needs to be a hero. Nobody expects anybody to be a hero. And no kid is stupid. To name, oh, my son is stupid, he doesn't know the mathematical, because he didn't like it like me. I said, this doesn't make sense. So I'm not going to talk about any gruesome stuff, because the military knows how to package this. We have specialists, psychologists. But you will, all of you that listen now, you will be told the truth. Most of it unfiltered, and it will be shocking. And that's just the middle name, shocking. But if you don't see it, you will not believe us. And they call us QAnon conspiracy. Unfortunately, it's conspiracy facts. The governments conspired against the people. And
I would
can't
like
know
to ask if you know, I believe, I've been told that the people who are in the worst physical condition will be able to get on first. Is that right?
Again, we have logistics, believe me, the best military forces in the world, the coalition, Earth Alliance call it, huge. You don't see the machine, it's huge. No one will be left aside. It's clear that somebody with stage 4 cancer who might perish in the next 3 weeks, of course. I presume, that's, again, I make assumptions now, but I don't think that a healthy kid like me, I was fixed different ways, can then get first round. No, you're right. The weakest, probably. It's only human, right? I mean, that's what we do. The weakest, frailest, the most senior citizens will be made eternal healthy first. We know what you eat, we know what you talk, we know what you think. You can't escape. And for the same reason, our databases, the Space Force, believe you me, we have the capability. We can track a mosquito from San Diego flying unauthorized to Santa Monica. We can track this thing. We will know, mosquito X, you are not on the right flight path.
You in the wrong spot. Yeah, nice.
No, we will not kill the mosquito, but I was just saying, don't underestimate the Space Force. But the databases, of course, are online, real-time monitored, and we know where the worst cases are, where they live, where they have to be helped first, be that the favelas in Brazil or any, it's at the same time. It's a big operation still. And I want to remind everybody, yes, you of course you're free, but we use the time also now, this 24, to heal and unite and re-educate ourselves, which means please just try to cancel all these signs they were telling us, because it was wrong. Stupid wrong. And you have all the knowledge in your DNA. God gave you the libraries of knowledge of the whole universe. Can you imagine? All the knowledge is in you. Wow. Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. And we're going together as one into the fifth dimension. And nothing to be afraid of. You will not feel big. You see, people say, oh, it's going to be a flash and then like a warp speed, like in Star Trek. No. Oh, relax. We're on Earth. You're earthed. Because you were light coming to them. And my proverb is, we are the guardians. It's for the guardians. We are the guardians of humanity, and our light obliterates the darkness and darkness of evil and treason, always. And our slogan for the US Space Force, which will transpire soon, hopefully, peace is our bravery. Because to maintain peace, it takes a lot of effort. But because, see, Kennedy, I said, we're doing this war not because it's easy, because it's the most difficult of all, but it ends all wars. And the promise is delivered. Not through me. It was the brave men and women in 60 years' time and the Galactic Federation that enabled this, and God gave not only his blessing, but his support, light and love. And the Swiss flag will be soon deleted. All flags will go, but not our Betsy. I think, yeah, the Betsy flag. Wouldn't that be cool to have the Betsy flag again?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? That's why we put it on the boat for you, right?
Yeah, it was
Sail
beautiful.
the seas. It is legal. You can sail now the seas with the Betsy flag. It's the United States Republic flag. I mean, yeah, you can use it. It's a beautiful flag. It just looks so much, I don't know, it's complete, right?
Well, we don't want to keep you any longer.
No, I'm here for you. And
Oh, thank
you
you.
see, I would like, no, don't thank me, thank God. Look, I would like to say
Thank God.
as John F. Kennedy reincarnated, it is true. Pascal is not dead, he's honored, as we are friends, right? In the same body. And Abraham Lincoln, also Kaluni, I mean, it's like hop, hop, hop. Yes, God can do these things. And see, people always say, you asked them like years ago, do you believe in God? Yeah, I believe in God, believe in God, believe in God. And then you tell them something that happened, and they say impossible. As President Trump said, treat the word impossible only as a utter motivation because it's possible. And I say this as a closing statement. Be nice to each other because that's all we can do. And that's the most beautiful thing. Love and light equals truth. Yeah.
Love that.
And I think everybody understands that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we deserve truth amongst each other. And if you don't want to say something, you say, I don't want to talk about it. That's also okay. It's fine, right? But nobody should be ashamed about anything. And weakness, all so-called weaknesses are often strengths. I was a misfit in school. They called me misfit. I didn't learn well. I didn't like mathematics. I was a loner in the corner. Misfit. Anyway, God bless you all and have a wonderful life, eternal life. We will meet again. I'm sure we will. And if you need anything from me, another talk with other questions, I'm there for you anytime.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank God and yourself. And peace is our bravery. Where we go one, we go all. And that we don't stop. Always together.
Wow.
Thank you.
Roger that. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy to watch it again, and yeah, it was awesome.
I think what people will find it is very different from the other interviews.
Yeah.
And, you know, part of that is because we allowed him to talk without judging, just let him go.
Yep.
And we got some beautiful nuggets.
Oh yeah.
And if you had trouble with anything, just chew the meat and spit out the bones, because there was some meat there. All right. And we did get confirmation that he was sent by the Alliance to do a job. All right. So what is the job? Once again, ask yourself, is this a test? Is it a comm? Is it a parable, a symbol, disinformation, or a psyop for the purpose of deprogramming? Because we're getting ready to go to the real world where this can never happen again, where we walk by sight, we walk by faith and not by sight. We don't believe every voice, we listen to our spirit. It's a whole different ballgame. This will always steer you wrong, but this, just get quiet so you can hear this, and then you'll know.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
It showed. I think it showed a good, the other side of. I mean, I felt great to just interview him and talk to him, and I felt like I related to him very much in so many ways, and like I said, it's this interview was really different than a lot of the other interviews, and like she said in the beginning, there was some stuff that was from the other interviews he had talked about, but we something different about this one. It's like we were like family. We pulled out a lot from each other, and it was very very, very good. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Jay. All right. We're going to open the chat over in Tressy Trek chat, and enjoy yourselves. And if you have doubts, please be kind, and please don't argue. We don't want to see arguing. All right. Let live and let live. Let people believe what they believe. That's up to them and God. All right. Okay. We'll see you next time. Love you.